to the entertaining Talkin' Sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. Wanted to get a quick video up on this. A ton of my subscribers on Instagram, on Twitter, on my YouTube channel, in my Discord asked me to make a quick video on this as news has come out that Daniel Jones continues to work hard this offseason. I apologize if it's poor mic quality. Wasn't working for some reason, but it will be working by tomorrow. But I wanted to briefly talk about this and talk about just the job that not just Daniel Jones, but a lot of players on the New York Giants have been doing this offseason with all of the, factors, with everything else, how it's been a challenge for the Giants to work out. But Daniel Jones has been the main guy that we've talked about. One, because he's the quarterback, and two, because, we've heard a lot of stories about Daniel Jones working hard this offseason. Story came out, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that he was working out with his quarterback coach from Duke. Then he's working out with his former head coach from Duke. Then he's putting on 8, 9, 10 pounds. Daniel Jones has really been busy this entire offseason. The New York Post just came out with an article, and we'll pull up the exact quote, where they talked about Daniel Jones and just how hard he's working down in Texas. And I believe it was with Jason Garrett. Garrett, of course, the new offensive coordinator, and a number of players were down there as they continue to build chemistry with the second-year quarterback, with Daniel Jones. It's a huge year this year for Jones, and it is encouraging to see just how hard he's working. And we heard this from the start. Since he's been a New York Giant, since he got here last year, people said first one in, last one out. He said he learned from Eli, and it seems as if he did. Eli Manning was an incredibly hard worker, and I talk about this all the time in previous videos. 2012, when we won our Super Bowl, that offseason in 2011, Eli Manning was working incredibly hard, and he obviously didn't have to deal with what we're dealing with right now. But before the team was even reporting to mandatory minicamps and things like that, he was on high school football fields with guys like Victor Cruz. I remember reading articles about it, and it certainly paid off during the regular season. This is certainly a big year for Daniel Jones. There's no doubt about it. The pressure is there. He plays in New York. The New York Giants have won 12 games in their last 3 years. So, he definitely knows he has to step up, and he's certainly putting in the work to make sure that he does everything he possibly can to be that guy when the season gets started. But let's jump into the quotes from the New York Post. I wanted to pull it up for you guys. Last week and again this week, Jones brought the group together in Austin, Texas, the Post has learned. The arrangements were helped along by Colt McCoy, the former University of Texas quarterback, who signed this season with the Giants and has strong connections to his alma mater. Wide receiver Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton and tight end Caden Smith were among those that were described as a pretty good group of guys in attendance during the 2 weeks of sessions, which included plenty of football and also a fair amount of golf. So there you have it. So the three guys there, and I'm sure there were others that were listed as there. I'm assuming Colt McCoy was there as well, with Daniel Jones and McCoy, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, and Caden Smith. Well, all three of those guys, mainly Slayton and Caden Smith, had great chemistry with Daniel Jones last year. Sterling Shepard, of course, missed a lot of time due to the concussions, but Caden Smith down the stretch, we all remember. I mean, we were all very impressed with him the last 4 or 5 games, and the same can be said for Darius Slayton and his chemistry with Daniel Jones, and it is imperative for them to be working together, especially in a new offense, to get as much chemistry as they possibly can before the season starts, especially because they would normally be in camps right now. And it's incredibly encouraging that we have a quarterback that doesn't have to do what he's doing, but he's putting in the work that he feels needs to be put in order to take that big step forward in year 2, and it's what we're all hoping for. I've mentioned numerous quarterbacks from year 1 to year 2 that have taken that huge step forward. Carson Wentz had a worse rookie season than Daniel Jones. He was the MVP the next year for the first 13 games before the injury. Can Daniel Jones have that monumental of a leap? Well, I'm not going to put those kind of expectations on him. But if he continues to work as hard as he's working, who knows, guys? Maybe the sky's the limit. As always, guys, if you like what you watch, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.